Hi everyone. In this video I just want to pay tribute to the writer-director Robert Benton, who has sadly passed away this week at the age of 92. His films, the best of them, are very character-driven, and he had some Oscar success associated with them. As a writer, he was very strong as a writer by himself, but he also had a strong writing partnership with David Newman, who passed away in 2003. So in terms of his writing partnership with David Newman, that got off to a pretty impressive start with Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, which they both co-scripted, and this one ended up having 10 Oscar nominations, 2 wins, and they were nominated for their screenplay. Benton and David Newman, along with Buck Henry, also did the fantastic screenplay to this great screwball comedy from Peter Bogdanovich, What's Up, Doc?, with Ryan O'Neal and Barbra Streisand. And then also the Benton-Newman partnership, along with writer Leslie Newman and Mario Puzo, wrote the screenplay for Superman the Movie. Another key film that both David Newman and Robert Benton scripted and which Robert Benton directed, which unfortunately I don't have in my collection, but it's a great movie, is one from 1972, and it's Bad Company, starring Jeff Bridges. A kind of western which I saw at the same time as the Culpeper Cattle Company, and I always think of those films quite closely associated, even though they are different stories. But yeah, great movie, Bad Company. You can get it in an edition from Fun City Editions on Blu-ray. But when it comes to Robert Benton as both a writer by himself and a director of movies, I think these are his strongest films, and so one of the earlier ones was this one, The Late Show from 1977, starring Art Carney and Lily Tomlin. A really fun sort of investigative thriller, this one. Well, not really a thriller, comedy drama if you like. But yeah, old-fashioned in style, but great characters here for Art Carney and Lily Tomlin. Definitely one that is worth watching. And then I think it has to be said that his biggest success came in 1979 as both the writer and the director of the film Kramer versus Kramer. I have the movie here in this Best Picture Collection set from Columbia Pictures. But yeah, absolutely fantastic film this. I love this drama, starring Dustin Hoffman, Meryl Streep. So it was an Oscar win for both of them as actors, and it was also an Oscar win for Robert Benton as a writer, and an Oscar win for him as director. 1984 also turned out to be a great Oscar-winning year for him, and that was when he did Places in the Heart, starring Sally Field, Danny Glover, John Malkovich and Ed Harris. This was a film that came out in the same year as Mark Rydell's The River. So both of these films kind of similarly themed in terms of having a strong woman battling against nature and circumstances to try and keep their farming land going. But yeah, Places in the Heart was the more successful film and has great performances from Sally Field and John Malkovich. But yeah, more Oscar success with this film, definitely worth seeing. And fast forward to 1994, and Robert Benton, as writer and director, got another Oscar nomination for his script on this one, Nobody's Fool, a late career performance from Paul Newman in this one, alongside Bruce Willis and Jessica Tandy in her final film role, and Melanie Griffith as well. Really touching drama, this one. A couple of other movies that I have in my collection include this one, Billy Bathgate from 1991, a gangster drama starring Dustin Hoffman, reunited from Kramer vs. Kramer, and co-starring Nicole Kidman. Now, this one had a script based on a novel by E.L. Doctorow that was adapted by Tom Stoppard. I must admit, this is a bit of a weak film, not a great one in Robert Benton's career, but still interesting one to watch. And then another movie which he didn't write or direct, but he did act as executive producer on, and that was a film for director Peter Yates, and that's The House on Carroll Street. Quite a sort of Hitchcockian thriller, this one, and interesting to note that Robert Benton also did a Hitchcockian thriller himself called Still of Night in 1982. But yeah, House on Carroll Street, although it's not written and directed by Robert Benton, definitely worth seeing. Okay, that's a skim through the movies that I have in my collection. There are still some other movies that Robert Benton was involved with, which I don't have in my collection. Those include Nadine, starring Jeff Bridges and Kim Basinger, and Twilight, another film that he was able to do with Paul Newman, and with the same scriptwriter, actually, James Russo, who had also worked on Nobody's Fool. So yeah, sad news to hear of Robert Benton's passing. Like I say, Kramer versus Kramer, what a fantastic drama that was. I love that film, actually just rewatched that last year and still love it. Places in the Heart I really love as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments on any of the films of Robert Benton. Sad news. Thanks very much for watching this. Appreciate it. All the best to you. Bye-bye.